What are the 3 skills for modern real estate agent?
The hardest thing any real estate agent has to admit is, because we all have a bit of an ego, is basically we have to continue growing our skills. And our skills are going to be what divides us, honestly, in this AI world that we're in. And we have to understand that is a massive, massive divide that's happening right now. And none of us know enough. And our ego, if it gets in our way, we will stop learning. And that is the worst thing you can do, because we're already working 80 hours a week. You have leads. You might feel the market is drying up. I don't believe that. But basically, you have to understand there are some agents who just look like they have all the time in the world, and all the listings just come to them naturally. But that's not necessarily true. We know that they worked very hard, and that's because they have a pipeline that predicts itself, and they're scaling faster than ever. And if you're in the group where you're hustling, you are not broken. Operational systems might not be outdated, and if you are in a system to where you are, everything's just coming to you, you still want to upgrade ourselves, because change is here and we need to be ready for this change.
Exactly. Therefore, today in this video, we are breaking down 3 specific non-negotiable skills for you that the modern real estate agent needs to survive and thrive this year. And we are not just giving you a theory, and we are going to show you exactly how AI or artificial intelligence moves you from being a real estate agent or real estate salesperson to a market economist and digital authority. And if you wanted to stop chasing business and start attracting wealth, this is the blueprint that we use at Prosperity Agent with Victoria Pinder.
Now, before we get into tactics, I want to just address the fear. People are afraid of AI. We've been hearing screaming, AI is here, AI is coming, AI is going to take over all the jobs. But we look at the calendar. We are just filming this at the beginning of a new year, and AI is not just a futuristic thing. It is almost in everything that we do now at this point. It's transforming everything in our industry specifically. We are seeing it rewrite lead generation. It's changing how we do client communication. It is changing how you do market analysis. And if you're trying to ignore and stick your head in the sand and just say business as usual, honestly, are you on the wave, or are you just kind of, digging your own coffin, as my dad say? So what are you looking to do? What are we trying to embrace? You want to embrace opportunity, or do you want to just dig your own grave? So we want to make sure we want to stay icons. We want to make sure you become an icon, or even go higher than that. We want to talk about that as well, and AI is our tool to get there. So number 1 is talk about data mastery in our AI.
Exactly, which is the predictive intelligence. That data mastery, let's to be honest, the old way of the prospecting, it was painful. You would pick a neighborhood, you would send a generic just sold cards, you would knock on the doors and just hope someone or anyone that thinking about moving open the door for you. It was a reactive model, and you were waiting for a lock, no? Now, in new year, with new strategy, with the coming AI era, luck is not just a strategy. The modern real estate agent using that is artificial intelligence to move from reactive prospecting to predictive seller intelligence. And what does it mean for you?
Basically, AI can look at historical sales, property records, online consumer behavior, our own online data source, and understand which home sellers are most likely to sell in the near future. Instead of marketing to 5,000 people with hoping 1% return, now you know 50 people that you need to really kind of talk to very deeply. And you will get that list because of AI before anyone is even thinking about it, because they're not understanding the coding. But having that data enough isn't going to win you a listing at all, because they're still going to call whoever they want to call. You need to be able to explain why you are the best choice. And that's where the second one comes into play with AI as well, which is local market economist. Hey, I love econ anyway, so AI just helping me out is just even better. Clients do not want to make mistakes. They don't want to sell their house cheap thing. Consumer confidence is high, low. Politics is politics. People just get there. You don't have to be a cheerleader in any way. You don't have to think, but you have to understand the data. And AI helps us understand the data. You can look up absorption rates, micro trends, pricing dynamics at such a minute level that they will be surprised that you can be able to pay that close attention to their home and their sale. And this is where AI turns complex data into clear visuals and even your video scripts. You can be sitting in your own living room and explain to a seller where the market is going with your data and be completely confident about it. You're not selling them on your commission, you're selling them on your value.
Exactly. Therefore, now we wanted to talk about a scalable human connection, and is skill number 2 that we were talking about. This is one gives you your life back. AI enhanced communication and relationship building. There is a myth of using AI actually that makes you lazy or impersonal. What is the truth? Not using AI makes you unresponsive. Will know the pressure of always on culture. No?
Right, so if Lee comes in at 10 p.m. and you're in bed, if you don't have that reply at 10:01, you now missed out on the lead? Or your AI is now guaranteed to be your conversational AI. So this is your AI-powered chatbot and your virtual assistants, and that work for you 24/7. And this is not a clunky chatbot that you had to give a lot of data to. This tool can answer very complex questions, schedule appointments for you, even nurture the leads if they wanted to only talk to your AI. And you don't and it also means that you have no inquiries that go unanswered. It means that you are now freed up. You can actually take that nap, go to sleep at 10 p.m. like you want to, and then focus on your high value interactions in the morning, which means AI is handling your scheduling, your frequently asked questions, and you're meeting them in person, you are showing them the houses, and you are at the closing table.
Exactly. And you're negotiating the inspection repairs, and you're doing things that actually required a human. And it goes beyond just a chat. And we use AI to systemize the client journey. And at the Prosperity Agent, we map out every single touch point from the moment of the contract is signed to 5 years after the closing. We use AI to automate the delivery of education content, status updates, and even personalized gift for the client. Imagine your client receiving a video explaining the inspection process the moment their inspection is booked. And imagine they getting a personalized housing market update for a specific neighborhoods every month after they move in. Crazy. And it's how this is you build your long-term loyalty and generating referrals on autopilot.
Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is digital authority. Your AI is driving your local authority and your digital positioning in this going on. And people are looking how they're using AI now to find their real estate agents. The search bars have changed. We're not just going on google.com and typing in real estate agent, blah, blah, blah. People aren't just typing in those keywords anymore. You're going to ask the AI for a very, very specific question. What are the best investment properties for this budget and da, da, da. And if the AI doesn't have an answer, they know who does. And that's going to be you. So a recent survey found that 79% agents fear that they will not be discovered on AI, whereas their other agents are 100% diving into AI to really have their success this year. And you want to be AI discoverable. You want to make sure it's not just Google My Business. It is completely making sure that you are the expert that the algorithms understand so they can recommend you as the real estate agent. You want to be the hyper-local content engine driver. You are not a generalist. You are not just a real estate agent. You need to create content that answers very specific questions that people are going to go into AI to ask the question.
Exactly. That's why we use AI to research local events, new development, and trending topics in our specific neighborhood. And then we use it to draft the blog posts, video scripts, and social media content that position you as the mayor of the community. And when you consistently put the value and answer all the local specific question, you teach the AI that you are the authority. And when you are the authority, leads come to you as autopilot.
So let's go through the 3 skills we just talked about. Predictive intelligence, enhancing your way to serve and communicate with your business, and having a digital authority that attracts the business. But knowing what to do can sound, or just having this theory in place can sound great, but the actual doing of these systems is where most people fail. And this is where we don't want you to fail at all. And this is why we have learned so much from our own brokerage, our own upline, and we're here to help our own people there as well, because really you need to make sure that you're a full-time real estate agent and a full-time prompt engineer and full-time to understanding the software and building the flows and building the prompt. But that doesn't sound as hard as it is at all. This is why we're going to have this execution gap that we're trying to target to make sure that you will never be behind when you join us at the Prosperity Agent.
Exactly. And we look at the market in the new year and realize the solo agent is a massive disadvantage. You need a research development department, you need a tech support team, you need a blueprint. And when you partner with us, we don't just tell you go use AI.
Yeah, don't just open ChatGPT.
We hand you a playbook and we share the exact prompts that you're working for us right now to you, and we share the predicted data strategy that we are using to get the listing, and we share the automated workflow for you to keep your clients happy in the market. And we are real estate agent icons, Alan, Victoria Pinder, and we decided to stop fighting the future and start building it now.
So basically, you have to understand AI is here to stay. It's going to grow. It's going to change, and we have to go with the flow. We have to ride the wave as long as it's waving, right? So it's gonna have fun. And the fundamental shift is here. So we have a choice to make. We can continue burying ourselves and just make it harder for yourself with diminishing returns, or you can join the 21st century, join being a modern agent, and decide that you need to master these skills, because that will separate you from the pack. Even when you're writing a book, 100 people will tell you they're going to write a book. 90% of people are going to fail writing that book. 10% of people are going to write the book, and then 1% are actually maybe going to get it published because they actually took the time to rewrite the book. So this is true with life in general for all things, including real estate too. So it's just, you have to be someone who is going to separate yourself from the pack, write yourself, rewrite yourself in order to get you where you're going. So if you're ready to start guessing and start predicting your future and talking about how we use AI, let's start talking about it. I can't wait to talk to you. Click the links in the description, book a call. We're not going to sell you a course. We have plenty of courses we'll give anybody there at the Prosperity Agent.
For free. And
if you join us.
This opportunity is massive and is available to those of you that are taking action. And don't let this year again pass by and don't do nothing. Let's build your legacy right now with Alan, Victoria Pinder, with Prosperity Agent, and book a call with us now, and talk to you soon.